Yo, what is up everybody? If you're struggling to make coins in Ultimate Team and you need some tips, if you just got the game and are looking for some quick way to improve your players and stash your coins, I have 10 great tips for you guys to try to improve your team. The first one is NFL Journey solo challenges. Make sure you do these, guys. This should be one of the first things you do when you get your MUT team. Knock these out. They look like a lot of solo challenges, the 1 and 2 here, 164, but they take somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes to do pretty much most of these, and the rewards are very rewarding. You can get elite players out of these, double elite player packs. You finish the NFL Journey 2, you finish all of these solo challenges, you get a 91 overall Amari Cooper receiver that is really good. So the first thing, the main thing, making coins, NFL Journey solo challenges, make sure you do these. Tip number 2, style solo challenges. We're going back to the solo challenge grind here. As you guys see, all these style solo challenges, there's 32 in total. You have to make your team a 90 in each rating. As you guys see, like zone rating 60, you have to get it all the way to a 90 to get those things done. Eventually you can grow your team. It's not too hard to do this here, those style solo challenges, especially since they reward you players as you do each solo challenge. And in the end, you get 2 92 overall players that I'm about to show you, a 92 Tony Romo and a 92 Glover Quinn for finishing this set. It takes a couple of hours, it takes a little bit of a grind. You have to make some time to do these, but they are very rewarding. That 92 Glover Quinn is a really good free safety that is still good today for most teams. Tip number 3, making different lineups to do solo challenges. As you guys see, we have an 87 overall team, but you can check my lineup. We have an 81 overall team. This is the team I do solo challenges with. Why? Because as you guys see, these players, they're not consuming as many contracts as the players that I have. All those players on my main team, they're out of contracts. If I use someone random like a Walter Thurman, which should be good enough to beat solo challenges since you're playing against the CPU, he has 24 contracts remaining. Rather than keep on adding contracts to a Stephon Gilmore, who is a better corner but will take away a lot of my contracts, I have a solo challenge team to help prevent me from burning up contracts. Very important that you try to use as little contracts as possible in MUT because you run out of them quickly, especially if you keep on grinding solo challenges. And another way to get contracts is very quickly. There's a solo challenge that comes out every single week, the Gatorade challenge. You get 250 contracts and a quick sell for doing these. They literally take like 2 minutes to do each, so make sure you do these every week. 250 contracts, very big. Tip number 4. Now this is only going on during the Christmas promo, so if you're watching this video later in the year, you might not see this. But just promos in general, when they come out with new solo challenges for a certain promo, you want to make sure you get these done. Look at the coin rewards for finishing these. There's a lot of them to do, but they're very quick to do. You finish them out, you get great rewards, including a veteran pack at the end of this one. And especially if the Christmas season is still around and these solo challenges are still up, these Artic Rush solo challenges, you have to do these. Look at the coin rewards. They're very easy to do, so make sure you knock these out. Tip number 5 is the daily objectives. Well, more like weekly objectives, but you want to make sure you do these because you get contracts out of them. One, you get a couple of coins and a free pro pack for doing these. It does take a little bit of time. You have to do quite a few solo challenges and or head-to-head games to get these accolades achieved, but it's very rewarding once you do it. I mean, they give you a week to do them, so you have time, and a free pro pack is never a bad thing, so you want to make sure you get these done every week. Tip number 6 is the double elite player pack. Double Elite Player Pack is something you can only get by playing Draft Champion games. If you win Draft Champion games, you get Draft Champion badges. It only takes 10 to complete this set, so it does take a couple of games to knock this one out, but once you complete this and you get your 10 badges, you get 2 guaranteed elite players, one on offense and one on defense. In mine, I got an 88 overall Adrian Peterson and an 86 overall middle linebacker Darryl Smith. So it's very important that you do this because you can get someone really good like Adrian Peterson, and either way, it's free elites no matter who you get. So this is a very easy and very rewarding thing to do in MUT. Tip number 7, do not hoard items in your binder if you have no use for them. Unless you're making an investment and you think the price of this card will go up in a couple of months, there is no reason to keep cards that you're not going to use in your binder. This Calais Campbell, I'm not using it on my team anymore, and it goes for over 10,000 coins. So why should I keep it in my binder and have it just rot away and lose value when I could sell it right now? As you guys see, it's going for about a little under 10,000 coins. I'm willing to put it at 94,000 coins so it sells. So that's what we're going to do. As you guys see, we're going to put it up for 1 hour. If you put a card up for 1 hour and you put it up for a reasonable price, there's a very good chance it sells, rather than putting it up for 8 hours or a day even. If you put it up for 1 hour, it shows up on the auction. We'll put it up for 9,300. It shows up on the auction house more often if you put it for 1 hour, since people usually just look at the most recent items that are going to end a bid rather than going deep into the auction block. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. So normally you want to put up for 1 hour. You want to put up for a reasonable price. And if you don't know a reasonable price for the card, as you guys saw, I hit the left bumper, which is, you know, the same on both consoles. I hit the left bumper and I checked the price of the card before. Another way to make sure you know what a good price to list the card at is checking the card on muthead.com. I'll leave that link in the description, muthead.com, and you guys can, you know, sell your cards. Don't, you know, undersell them, because you don't want to sell a card for too little and not get the full value out of it. So those 2 tips are very helpful to helping you sell cards. Tip number 8 is the gold player set. This is under the warehouse section of sets. This is a very important tip to go over because you get free badges pretty much out of this thing. If you have gold players that are pretty much under an 80 overall, even under 82 overall, these cards have practically no value on the auction house. So rather than listing these cards up on the auction house, what you can do is, let's say the 78 overall Jarvis Landry, I have no use for him. He's out of contract. He's a low overall. Not really, you know, worth selling him. What I could do is add this guy into the set. It takes 10 players to complete this set. And once you complete this set, you get a 10 badge pack. And the badges you get in this badge pack are actually really good. You guys are about to see. You get a lot of silvers. You get a lot of golds. You even have a chance of getting an elite. Mainly silver badges you get. Now, once you do open this badge pack, the best thing to do with the silver badges that you pull, you're going to pull a lot, is to turn them into gold badges. Otherwise, you know, if you want to do large quick sell sets, you can do that, but those are obviously at risk. As you guys see, we're pulling a lot of silver badges. Turn them into gold badges. Gold badges you can either sell or turn them into elite badges and sell them for even more. That is the best thing to do with badges, but you do that gold player set. As you guys saw, I have a ton of gold players under 80 overall I could put into those sets, and I can use to turn into badges. And these badges can add up to a lot of coins, because an elite badge goes for over 15,000 coins. The price of it usually fluctuates. A gold badge usually goes somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 coins. So if you turn these silvers into golds into elite, whatever you want to do, quick way, easy way to make coins, not really much of a hassle. Alright, step number 9. Step number 9 has nothing to do with really me buying a pro pack. This is just so I can demonstrate what you can do. All these things you get in pro packs, as you guys see, nothing really good we got here. But what can we do with all this stuff? Add them to sets. Everything goes into a set in MUT. There is a playbook set. If you add, what, I think 7 playbooks, you get 3 badges. So that's pretty good. If you get a Matt Hasselbeck in here, you get 7 silver players, you get a free gold player or elite. So that's really cool. As you guys see, the stadium pack here, it works the same as the coaches and the playbooks and all that. If you put 7 in, you get 3 badges. As you guys see here, that's the badge pack. You normally get a bunch of bronze badges. Unfortunately, MUT does this to you. If you guys see that message, by the way, where it says finished processing, what that always means is your pack will be in your unopened packs here. It is not you lost the pack. It's just going to be here. You just got to go. It's a little bit of an extra hassle. It's not a big deal, but you open this up. So basically, when you open up a pro pack, I didn't do it for every single one. That's what you want to do with your items. You want to either put them into sets or make use of them. You don't want to waste items. You always want to make coins, and anything can make coins this year in MUT pretty much. And the final tip, the big money tip, but easily the hardest tip to pull off, tip number 10 in making coins: sniping items. Selling or buying low and selling high. As you guys see here, I bought these 3 items, and then you see I sold them right afterwards. Why did I buy them and sell them? Because the prices were very low. Antonio Gates, 3,000 coins. I sell Antonio Gates back for 7,200. There is a 10% tax in MUT, so I lost 10% of that 7,200 coins, but I did make a profit overall. As you guys see, I've done this a ton of times. CJ Anderson, Jimmy Graham for 2,000 or 20,000, almost sold them for 30,000. That's a 5,000 coin thing right there, profit. So if you're able to find snipes, you know, it's very rewarding. Well, there's different ways to do that. You know, you could go into sets and try to find cards. One thing I like to do is search under either the 90 to 94 or 85 to 89 overall and just go through teams. And when you're going through trying to find snipes, you want to check out the newest items. You want to filter the binder show shows the newest cards, because those newest cards are probably going to be the ones going for the lowest prices. Because if a price is low and too good to pass up on, someone will eventually buy it, alright? So you got to try to buy it before someone else does. As you guys see, it's just a quick method. You guys could do however you want to do. There's many different ways of doing sniping. I'm showing you one way that I've been doing for the past couple of days. And as you guys see, we have 557,000 coins over the past couple of days. I want to say I made about 150,000 coins or more just by sniping cards. You don't always have to go for the home run and try to find a card that is going for 200 coins that goes for 200,000 coins. You could always do what I did with Antonio Gates. Find a card that's going for 3,000, sell it for 7,000, make a profit. Eventually, it all adds up. It is time consuming, but in my opinion, it's better than doing solo challenge. It's faster, and it's kind of fun if you're into that investing kind of thing. You know, it is actually kind of fun to do, but it also can be time consuming. So I understand if not everybody can do it, but that is my top 10 tips for making coins in Madden Ultimate Team. All 10 of these I've done myself. All 10 of these have worked for me, and hopefully they work for you. Hope you guys leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys next time.